Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Earthquake rocks territory. St. Croix garbage pickup in trouble, and handicap voting machines ready for November. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Omega XL. Experience Larry King's breakthrough secret to joint pain relief, Omega XL. To order or find out more information, call 1-800-298-1647 or check us out at asseenonchanel8.com.
In tonight's top story, an earthquake sent shock waves and panic across St. Thomas late last night. Here is Channel 8's Alexis Barnes with that story.
A 4.9 magnitude earthquake occurred about 30 miles north-northwest of St. Thomas at approximately 11:05 p.m. Tuesday. Residents on St. Thomas reported that the earthquake shook their homes, including in areas such as Point Pleasant, downtown Charlotte-Amalie. However, no injuries have been reported, according to Vaitima's 911 Emergency Communications Center. No tsunami warning has been issued for the Virgin Islands.
Did you feel that earthquake? If you do, please let us know on Channel 8's Facebook page. In other news, the Waste Management Authority recently announced it will cut back on trash removal services in the territory due to its inability to pay waste haulers. Now, local haulers on St. Croix are speaking out.
In 2011, we negotiated a 5-year contract with Waste Management in St. Croix. And we started the contract in 2012. And now 2.5 years into the contract, which we're in 2014 right now, they said that they can't continue with the 5-year contract. So they called us into a meeting and want the waste haulers in St. Croix to go from twice a week pickup to once a week pickup. And we as waste haulers said that's right, because it's the same amount of garbage that they want us to pick up for less money. Well, right now they're saying that they're not getting their money from their funding source, so they have to cut back on services with the waste haulers. Well, all the waste haulers right now is on the same page, and they're not agreeing with this contract, and we don't know what's the next step right now, but they're not agreeing to pick up garbage once a week for the same amount, for less money. That's the biggest problem right now. They're trying to get us to once a week for less money after we came down already, so they're trying to get us to come down again, and this just can't work.
It's not a good situation because we had a 5-year contract. Now 2.5 years into the contract, they don't want to honor it, and they want to move us from 2 days a week to 1 day a week. And it's hard enough doing it 2 days a week, much less to 1 day a week. It's you have garbage all over. It's not a good situation. And so basically, I want to let everyone know that hopefully they will release the money for waste management so they can honor the contract that they negotiated with us. And we don't want to move to once a week because we can't move to once a week because it's just too much. Has it too much garbage? Example, if sometimes you have, people with asthma, you have young kids, you have elderly, and, you have Pampers to be sitting out there for 7 days before we come back to get it. It's not a good situation. And like I say, we negotiated a 5-year contract. We took less money. So we just want to continue the good work that we're doing and not move to once a week because it's impossible to do it for once a week.
My guys, come on twice a week to do the job. What's going to be the hard thing? We know we're not going to be able to pick up all that trash that we normally pick up twice a week in 1 day with the same set of guys, because that's going to kill the guys out, I mean, you got to understand too, you go to a home and it's not only one dumpster to each home. You're talking some of these homes have 2 and 3, 4, 5, up to 6 barrels at one home. You understand? So it's a lot of garbage. In 1 day, that means you need to get more guys on the road to get this stuff picked up. That means that it's going to cost you more labor. It's going to cost you more manpower. it's going to cost you more fuel. It's just impossible.
Well, it's another week and yet another gas hike. On Monday, Hovenza raised the wholesale price of gasoline in the amount of 2 cents, which could affect the price you pay at the pump. Channel 8's Cynthia Graham has those details.
Under the adjustments, independent gas station operators in the territory now are paying $3.52 per gallon for regular gasoline, $3.72 per gallon for premium gasoline, and $3.44 per gallon for diesel fuel when they buy their fuel wholesale at Hovenza. Those prices include the 14 cents per gallon tax that Hovenza collects for the government. The rack rates influence retail gasoline prices in the territory because independent gas station operators can buy their gasoline at the loading station, then resell it to their customers. The new rates are effective through Sunday.
Moving along, in our ongoing effort to curb violent crime in the community, here is Essie Gaston Edwards with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
Hi, I'm Essie Gaston Edwards with your weekly Crime Stoppers report. Crime Stoppers is asking you to continue to help law enforcement make the Virgin Islands a safe place to live, work, and raise a family. If you know something, say something, as the cost of all crime is ultimately paid for by the law-abiding citizens of the community via higher prices and higher taxes. St. Croix on August 8th at about 9 a.m., the Mid-Island Credit Union located in Estate Castle Coakley was held up by 3 armed males with T-shirts covering their faces. Several patrons and employees in the credit union were assaulted and robbed of cash and cell phones. Law enforcement is asking for your help to identify the perpetrators of this robbery, as the victims were only able to give the description of 3 black males wearing T-shirts over their faces. If you were in the area of the credit union or nearby business and saw 3 or 4 males lurking about at any time, please contact us right away. St. John on August 3rd at about 6 a.m., the owners of Skinny Legs Restaurant in Coral Bay reported to the police that the business was broken into. Suspects stole a safe that contained a large sum of money. Please help police solve this case. If you saw a vehicle leaving the business during the night hours or may have heard information about the stolen safe, please let Crime Stoppers or someone in law enforcement know. St. Thomas, on Friday, July 4th at 12:25 a.m., a man was in the area of Food Center in Friedenhoy when he heard several shots being fired. He then realized he was shot, but doesn't know who shot him. He was treated for several gunshot wounds. Please share what you know about this shooting. Continue to help make our Virgin Islands a safer place to live and visit by telling us what you know about these or any other crimes at www.crimestoppersusvi.org or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. You can also text USVI plus your message to CRIMES. That's 276437. The minimum reward for the arrest of a homicide suspect is $1,500. Our maximum reward is $2,500. I'm Isa Gaston Edwards for News Channel 8.
Never forget, if you see something, say something. Thank you, Essie. New tonight, police on St. Croix are asking for your help in identifying drivers or passengers of this car. It is a red convertible Chrysler Sebring. If you have any information, please call 911 or Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS. Stay with us, we have more news straight ahead.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Welcome back to News Channel 8. Mental awareness is taking center stage in Antigua and Barbuda. Here is Cynthia Graham with those details and more in your nightly Caribbean report.
Thank you, Junior. With instances of police shootings making recent headlines across the U.S., the family of a 31-year-old Jamaican construction worker who died in police custody is suing the Jamaican government for wrongful death, arguing that the state failed to protect their loved one. Mario Dean was arrested on August 3rd when he was found with a marijuana cigarette, but his family claims he was beaten while at a police station in Montego Bay. Dean died a few days later. Jamaican police say they should not be held responsible for the man's death. Meanwhile, Attorney General Patrick Atkinson is considering relaxing the bail conditions for persons arrested for small amounts of marijuana. Antigua and Barbuda health officials are overhauling the country's mental health policies with the introduction of a document that seeks to address the challenges posed by mental health disorders on both islands. The Antigua and Barbuda mental health policy was officially launched yesterday, updating the country's mental health laws to bring them in line with internationally recognized standards, according to coordinator of the Mental Health Reform Initiative, Clarence Pilgrim. The vision, Pilgrim said, is to ensure residents have access to a mental health system that provides scientifically based support and treatment. The updated policy is expected to move forward the ministry's goal of eradicating stigma and discrimination associated with mental illness. And finally tonight, recent matches of the Limacol Caribbean Premier League CPL T20 cricket tournament gave millions of international viewers a glimpse of the heritage and culture of St. Kitts and Nevis. But last Saturday, viewers also learned a little more about the success of the Twin Island Federation. In an interview during one of the games, four-term Prime Minister Dr. Denzel Douglas highlighted the many tourism opportunities available within the country and said direct flights by carriers such as American Airlines and British Airways make travel easier to St. Kitts and Nevis. The Prime Minister also pointed out that the CPL is a very important tool for St. Kitts and Nevis as it highlights the country's development to viewers around the globe. The Limacol Caribbean Premier League T20 tournament action continues, and be sure to check out your local TV listings for details. This has been tonight's Caribbean Report. I'm Cynthia Graham. We'll be back here tomorrow to bring you more news and views from in and around the Caribbean. Back to you, Junior.
Thank you, Cynthia. Good news out of St. Thomas. The construction of the Turnbull Regional Library is in its final stage, and officials are saying the building should be ready to be open to the public by year's end. Here's Alexis Barnes once more with those details.
The final phase of work at the Charles W. Turnbull Regional Library on St. Thomas got underway late last month, said Public Works Commissioner Darrell A. Smalls Tuesday. The construction includes not only the roof replacement, but the adding of both a photovoltaic system and perimeter fencing. Said Smalls, the work began on July 17th and is being coordinated with the Department of Public Works in collaboration with the Virgin Islands Public Finance Authority and the Department of Planning and Natural Resources. This additional work was not included in the original scope of work when the library was designed and constructed. These items are required to complete the final phase of the library so the entire facility can be open to the public. The work is expected to be completed by the end of the calendar year and was approved by the VI Public Finance Authority at a board meeting on July 2nd.
Stay tuned for more news after this.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, as the territory prepares for general elections in just 3 short months, the election board has added handicap-accessible voting machines to its inventory. Channel 8's cameras were invited to take a tour of the machines.
In addition to the people who have problems or wheelchair, we have a wheelchair assistant. We can take the person to assist them right in this section here. They can go in with the assistant person with the ballot, The screen will be closed, and the person can stay inside and mark the ballot. When they have completed marking the ballot, they can come back out, and the person assisting them with the wheelchair will then wheel them up to the DS200, where they will assist them there and bring them back. And then on the other side, you have a provision where you can also mark the ballot if there are mistakes made. Individuals that are standing can also go on both of these sides because they are standing where you can mark here in privacy. He's going to the DS200 and he's going to get his ballot inside. His assistant will assist him there, right? And that's the way the vote is cast.
They scan in the ballot
right.
now. They say thank you for voting.
Right, and then you can see you have a shield around the DS200, so nobody standing here can actually see what he's doing. So if you come back out again, he will take them back out. And if he wants, he can do two also to the auto mark and do the same thing with the auto mark. You have a chance to go to the auto mark and also mark his ballot if he wishes to do it, because you have the same thing under the voting station. He can put the wheelchair right up in there. He can go in the marking station, he can fit right in there and also mark the ballot. And when he finishes marking the ballot, he will take him back again and he can go straight to the DS200 again. This is the assistant for the individual in the wheelchair. He will assist the person that he came with as an assistant to cast his vote and mark his ballot in the wheelchair in the secrecy of the booth here. And the contrary, though, an employee of the poll worker or a monitor or watcher or a facilitator will not be that close to the individual because he have his ballot in the folder. When on the day of election, when the voters come to the polling place, they will register through the e-poll book and they will be handed the ballot and a folder. The ballot will be inserted in the folder and they can walk from the e-poll book to go in here. If they want privacy, they can come in here and mark the ballot, or if they wish to do anything else, they can come to the marking station, or the booth as we call it. They can mark the ballot here, no one will be here. Or if they choose to, they can also come to the automark machine that is here and is covered, and they can mark the ballot here. This will be in the folder all the time when they mark the ballot. The poll workers, the monitors or the facilitators or the judges would not be standing around these individuals. The shield will be around, and when they finish marking the ballot and remove it, they'll come back and cast their vote right here without anybody looking over them, standing away at least 6 feet. When they finish the ballot, this will be empty because the ballot has already been cast, and they turn out and go and sign out from voting.
Indeed, a wonderful new development for residents who require those services. Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight will be clear with a low around 76 degrees. On Thursday, expect sunny skies with a high near 90. On Thursday night, isolated showers, then partly cloudy with a low around 77. Friday, isolated showers, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 87. Chance of rain is 60%. Friday night will bring scattered showers and thunderstorms. Chance of rain is at 50%, but mostly cloudy with a low around 78 degrees. On Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 88. Chance of rain is at 50%, so expect some scattered showers. This has been Alexis Barnes with your Channel 8 News weather.
Thank you for tuning in. That's all we have for local news. Do not forget to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CHA. Also follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News. And be sure to subscribe to Channel 8 on your YouTube at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Watch us on your computer. Plus, use the free Dish Anywhere app to DVR us or see us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Omega XL. Experience Larry King's breakthrough secret to joint pain relief. Omega XL. To order or find out more information, call 1-800-298-1647 or check us out at asseenonchanel8.com. WSVI-TV.com.